Students at California State University Fullerton have been faced with new changes to the protest policies on campus. These changes were made public before the school year began. The Chancellor's office sent out an email regarding the new changes that stated freedom of expression is not an absolute right. The changes call for the importance of public order and safety.
You don't want a large protest outside your class, et cetera. So there has to be some kind of rules. The rules have to be fairly applied to all groups, and they have to be not so onerous that they actually discourage people from undertaking speaking altogether.
In May of this year, multiple protests occurred right here in this quad. Many assume that these new policies come in response to those protests. Now we ask, what will change for students in regard to these new policies? The new policies affect the use of amplified noises. Protests like the one shown before will most likely not happen again. This was proven correct as the last protest on campus chose to chant instead.
We were only allowed to chant, which there was a lot of people, so the chanting worked, but it felt like we couldn't have people lead us in chants as much without the use of the megaphones.
Since the changes were made before the school year began, many students did not know about them.
When I spoke with students at the beginning of the semester, a lot of them hadn't even heard about these changes.
Students like Weber, who once were able to express themselves freely, now must ask permission to create something simple as a sign. These new policies raise concern on students' right to expression.
There's reason to believe that I think when students are aware of them, they might reconsider whether or not they'd engage in a protest, or how far they want to push things, for sure. I think it will have exactly that intended effect of chilling speech.
These new policies have the potential to fundamentally change the dynamics of student-led protests here on campus. In Fullerton, California, Janelle Martinez, CSUF News.